The film begins with two school buses walking together on the road. The students were going on a trip and they were happy, joking together, and hitting each other with pillows. And the weather was sunny and calm, while there was one girl named Mitsuko who was writing a poem. And there were two girls who were laughing at her because she was writing instead of playing and enjoying her time. And they pulled the notebook from her, and the pen fell. And Mitsuko was sitting down to relieve the pain. Suddenly there is a storm that attacks the two buses and divides them into two halves. The students also and Masako were the only ones who survived because they were covered. When she got up, she saw the bus without a roof and saw her friends with half their bodies cut off, and she was shocked by the horror of the scene. Seconds later, another storm was approaching, but I was shopping and felt it. And it came off at the right time. And I was able to live and avoid the wind while the storm was cutting off the electricity poles. When the bus stopped, she got off and ran on the road and saw the bodies of her colleagues from the second bus while they were on the ground and were dissected. And she continued to run, screaming and looking behind her. She feels the storm fleeing again and sees 4 girls walking in front of her. So she takes one and puts it on the ground. Then the other girls are dying from the storm and they are shopping like this. She saved her life and the life of this girl, but not much time passed, and the girl died when she tried to save some young men riding a calf and her shopper. She became alone again and ran at her maximum speed and reached the river, and we saw the bodies of other students in the river, and Mitsuko was washing and the people palm and change her clothes to cleaner clothes. Instead of her old clothes that had blood on them, she walks down the road aimlessly. After several hours of walking, I arrived at a girls' school. By chance. How did the girls' school look like? The one who shopped wore it and showed that the girls knew shoppers and they were Tsuko? She does not tell them anything about the strange storm that killed people, because she was still shocked by what happened. And her friend, whose name is Iki, stays up late, greets her and tells her, "Come on, let's go to school." A shopper is surprised that it is her and Aki together in the same school. And you tell her, and ask her, "Why are you shaking?" "We were always colleagues at this school, and they went shopping quickly when there was wind. I came back, but this bitter wind was a smell and she didn't do anything. And Aki told her that there was something strange about you today, and she did it, and they walked to school. And they pushed her and she didn't understand anything. And she couldn't find an explanation for what happened, and there was another wind blowing. So she went crazy as she ran. Are you running after her to guide her? You tell her that nothing has happened so you can worry, and she calms down a little. And we see that the teachers also know Mitsuko and treat her as if she is a student here. And when they shop Aki, I say to myself, Mitsuko. You ask her, am I really a student here? She told her, yes, of course. She is shopping, thinking that what she saw this morning was a dream or a hallucination. And Aki is talking about the wind that killed her colleagues. And during it, she is talking that she was not able to recover herself from the shock. So she finds you taking her and opening the window for her and showing her that the wind in the air and the wind is normal and not dangerous. You let her extend her hands while she calms down when she feels that it is really a normal wind. And the two dragons look at each other and laugh because what they are doing is a strange thing. And Aki, she tells her that you have a temporary loss of memory, and that's why you don't remember that this is your school. And then the two dragons meet their colleagues and laugh and joke together. And then they meet their colleagues and laugh and joke together. And then they repeat missing the rest of today's classes and go out school, and they go to the forest laughing, playing, and shopping. She became happy and joyful, what she was a little while ago, and she considered that what she saw this morning was just a dream. And she completely forgot about it and did not think about it. The girls were standing by the lake and taking themselves away, and she was telling her colleagues about my dream, and that there was a wind that killed her colleagues. But there was one of them. Their friends named Reem intersected her and told her that this might have actually happened. And Mitsuko was in a parallel world, because I saw that there are many parallel universes. But her friends did not take her seriously, and they thought that she was joking. And then they saw a pillow on the ground, and they were joking with it together. And they looked at her and laughed at you. And she saw two girls standing nearby and shopping, and they looked at them and laughed. But the strange thing was that they suddenly disappeared. And then she rang and told me that if you wanted to change reality, you must do something unexpected and out of the ordinary. And she told me that if you wanted to change reality, you must do something unexpected and out of the ordinary. And she thought that she was thinking about it. And she thought that she was thinking about it. He fears the same class. And you see a pillow on the floor, grab it and throw it at you. The school was shocked by this machine gun fire. And she kills all the girls, including Ike. But the only shopper who lived and the school says this is punishment for the girls who missed class and were about to be killed. But two girls appear and poke her, take her, run away, and attack the class of all the girls, in which they kill and hide in this class. But she is afraid of another school and kills one of the students. There is a student who talks about resistance, but she kills and ends up with a tumor that takes a stroller to escape. But Ram takes a bullet and says to me, Mitsuko, try to escape before they reach you, and Mitsuko, she and the rest of the students who lived and were the teachers, run from the window. They kill the students who were absent from classes and kill them without mercy. And they do not want to allow any girl to escape. And there are 5 girls who were able to leave from school, and there is a girl who tells Mitsuko that you must think and do something because the issue is in your hands, you and your shopper. Don't you still understand? What does she mean? And the wind passed and killed all the girls without Tsuko. And she became alone again, and the wind was driving her away, and she was a shopper, and she ran a long distance until she reached the city. And she continued running among the people, and those who were all women stood up when she saw the name of the police and was afraid and met a policewoman. And the policewoman thought that I was a shopper and crazy, because she doesn't want to talk and talk. Why is she crying? Mitsuko was taking herself while she was consulting her against the direction of the wind, and Metsuko was surprised when the policewoman scolded her in Kiko's name while she said to her, why are you wearing school clothes and shopping when you look in the mirror? Are you more surprised? Because her appearance in the mirrors was completely different. And it turns out that this policewoman, whose name is Tomo, is Kiko's friend, and she tells her that you are supposed to be happy because of your joy after several hours. While they were shopping for the shocked woman, and they did not understand anything, and did not know how to think, and she left Tomo to do what she wants and rides an Arab woman, and an Arab woman will take her to church to get married. And until now she is shopping, going through very strange experiences and adventures. And what is also strange is that there are girls who greet them while they are in Arabic and treat Kiko as if she is a celebrity. And they are all happy because Kiko is going to get married. And when they arrive at the church, there are many women who are shining around them to bless her. And when she enters the room to change her clothes, she is shocked. When she sees Iki and her eyes are not cracked, she asks, it happens exactly. But you tell her in a low voice, I know what you're thinking. Keep your voice calm and I will understand everything you need. Later. What are the girls talking about? The groom looks nice and more. Then they bring her a wedding dress and Aki takes all the girls out of the room because of Kiko and she is still nervous. When they are alone, Eki complains about her. He hears the truth and asks her to carry out what she is going to say to her and calm down and not become nervous. And I won't be able to understand everything to you now. Because they are watching us and Cake, trusting you, letting her do what she wants, and dressing her in a wedding dress. And after what remained ready. Some girls want Kiko to come to church. But she attacks them and kills them all so that Kiko learns how to fight and gives her a broken ankle to attack anyone she is not comfortable with. Then Kiko moves and goes to the groom, holding the flower instead of the roses. We notice that all the guests were girls and they were kissing and greeting Kiko. At the end of the day, we see a coffin with Kiko's groom inside, and suddenly the guests begin to behave strangely and continue to mock Kiko and Biz. When the coffin was opened, a pig's face came out. The girls wanted to kiss her, but she suffers from anger and kills some girls. And a cab appears and guides Kiko. But then the 2 schools appear who were in the school. And Kiko and Aki are fighting with them and are able to defeat them. And then they run away and leave the church. And Aki distracts the teachers, hoping Kiko doesn't run, and is stopped by a girl wearing sports clothes. And this girl is complaining about Kiko with a new name. And you say it, Izumi, and you ask her to be afraid of the marathon. And Kiko kisses herself in the mirrors. And he is surprised when he finds herself transformed into a completely third unit and wearing sportswear. And now her name is Izumi. And this remains a well-known friend in the marathon. And all people love her, and in a large crowd of people chanting her name. And she runs with her classmate. Her other classmates and colleagues tell her that you were very fast since your school days. And Zumi, of course, doesn't understand. And what are they talking about? But you don't ask and you don't. She knows anything. And she thinks about it when she was young and she was running. And then she decided to have fun and continue running. And she saw her classmates from school running with her with the pig sausage. And the teachers began to expel her. And the girls asked Izumi to be brave and told her that you are the only one who can escape from this world. And Izumi, she comes out of the track of running. And she runs at a new speed. And she finds herself reaching a cave, and there is a girl who sees her, takes her, and wants her to count girls who look like her and look. and their hair is covered and manly. Then this girl says to Izumi, "If you don't, we will all die," and she tries to kill Izumi. But Aki arrives at the right time and loses her friend and asks Izumi to repeat this sentence behind each other a lot. And she says, "I am Mitsuko," and Izumi carries out her words. And she continues to say, "I am Mitsuko." And in the end we find her return to her original form and a shopper asking her to understand everything. So she finds you saying that we are now in an unrealistic world. It's all fantasies. The main character is here. And in order to escape from this world, you have to pull these 2 wires from my wrist and kill me. And in this way I will die. But you will be freed and you will reach the control center, and she is a shopper. And she will be forced to do this and pull the 2 wires. And she will reach the control center, and she is a shopper. And she will be forced to do this and pull the 2 wires. And what happens is that Aki is divided into 2 halves and she is a shopper. And what happens is that Aki is divided into 2 halves and she is a shopper. She is finally free and reaches the real world. And finally, she sees man in front of her. When you walk further, you see a poster in Al-Haida with her picture and a picture of Kiko and Wazumi. And it turns out that this is a game poster, and the 3 characters of these are the main characters in the game. And it also turns out that she is currently in a savage city controlled by men. And all those who live in it are only men. And they love games of violence and survival. Alive. And the game in which the 3 have characters named Taj. And the characters he plays with are Mitsuko, Kiko, and Izumi. A man meets Mitsuko and knows her, and he tells her that you are now in the future. And Mitsuko is shocked and loses consciousness. And when she wakes up, she finds herself in the cave of resemblance that she was in. And in this cave all the characters that were in the game were displayed while they were mummified. And when they were shopping, she sees in front of her an old man. He is playing a Taj game with the character of Mitsuko, and he tells Mitsuko that you are now 15 years in the future. And why were you in school? I admired you, but after you were killed, I took your DNA and that of your friends, and made 3-dimensional copies of you. And Mitsuko is shocked and sees a copy of her. And Aki and the old man tell her to make these copies so that I can put them in my game. And a young man appears and asks Mitsuko to join him on the bed. And the old man orders Mitsuko to carry out his words while she goes to him. And the man was still going to touch her. But she is thinking about Rum's words when she told her to do something out of the ordinary to get out of the illusion you are in. And she takes advice and attacks the man and shouts at him. And she orders him not to play with the girls, as if they are a toy in his hand. And she grabs the pillow and hits him with it. And the pillow feathers turn red, and the stick is strong from the old man. And she kills herself while she is shocked and screams at him. And if you made it this far, wow, you're a legend. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that like button and help us reach 40,000 likes. Your support means the world. Don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending stories just like this one. And hey, drop a comment below. See you in the next one.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment your favorite scene, and we'll see you in the next one. Triz, only on Recapify.